Hello, beautiful people. My name is Dejanir, and today we're going to be talking about things I wish I would have known in my 20s. And this video is actually going to need a few parts because it is so much, and I want to keep this video short and digestible for the people. And yes, this is an iPad 2, iPad mini 2, so leave me alone. I still have it, it still works, and I will use it until it doesn't. So, I turned 30 in September last year. So, I'm a newly 30, and I'm also a newly not in my 20s. But I just feel like sometimes when you turn certain ages, this you just get this downpour of wisdom. And I feel like it's like your brain development or your mature development is just like, all right, at this age, XYZ is going to make sense. And you be like, oh my gosh, it makes sense. I'm going to just go off the list and we going to see where we end up. All right, let's go. First on my list, which I feel like this generation kind of know by now, but some of y'all don't be knowing. Don't worry about the boys. The boys will always be there. Always. And when I was younger, I was so boy crazy, and my parents were strict. They didn't let me do a lot of things, but they never explained to me. Like, we never had conversations about why. Why can't I go to this party? Or why can't I go to a sleepover? Or why can't I date? It was just no. And for me as a teenager, the rebellious side of me was just like, I'm gonna be investigator and find out. And I feel like I did, you know, I dated behind my parents' back, and I did try to have a conversation with them, but it was just kind of shut down. And the thing about that is, as you grow older, like, I feel like a lot of things just develop. Like, the boy craziness that I had in middle school and high school just developed into something different as I grew older. It grew into this needing male validation. Validation overall, but definitely male validation. And when I look back, I'm like, I wish I would have studied abroad in college, because I was in a relationship with someone from high school and who wasn't going to college. And I just wish that I would have done the study abroad. And, I wish that I had someone to just come down and be like, go. Because you may never get this opportunity to study abroad ever again. And the boys will always be there. And I didn't, because I was like, well, my relationship and like all this stuff. And oh my goodness. If I could go back, I would tell myself, let the boy go, enjoy college. Maybe I'll even find an even better option at college. Um, and go enjoy life. I did do some traveling. Even though I do feel like I enjoy my life and things like that, um, I just wish I could have done all that minus the stress of being single and stressing about, and all the heartbreaks that I dealt with from middle school through my adult years, of just stressing about that open space of being by myself. And now I know that, I'm not in a rush to jump into anything. I'm not trying to just fill the void because I have extra time now and space, and you know it's, what can I do for myself, and knowing that um whoever is meant for me will come for me, and it's going to come when it's supposed to. And maybe this is an unpopular opinion. I don't think women under 25 should marry or have children. When I think about my 18-year-old self, when I think about my 23-year-old self, okay, there was so much that I hadn't even connected the dots yet. And at 30, I feel like I am getting a sense of who I am, and I'm maturing right now to where I'm like, okay, I can accept these things about me. It's just this level of acceptance and maturity and just understanding who you are, that under 25 you may still have this idea of love that you've seen from your parents, that you've learned, that your mom has passed down to you, that your environment has passed down to you, that the man is telling you, and not necessarily what you understand love to mean to you. And that takes time, that takes experience. And granted, if it happens, it happens. Some people find their partners early in life and are still married, and that's beautiful. But oh my goodness, we grow so much, we change so much. If you're in your early 20s, or even younger, and in a relationship, know that you come first, especially at that age. Once you're no longer 21, you are no longer 21, and time just keep going. Enjoy your youth, enjoy your metabolism, enjoy uh living with your parents if that's a good situation. Enjoy not having a whole lot of responsibilities if you don't. Just enjoy it, because one day it's going to change, and it's going to have a lot more um maybe not so great moments. Two, focus on your fitness, health, wellness. Listen, I grew up in a family that were emotional eaters. They ate out a lot of the time. Oh my goodness, that follows you. And granted, these are habits that you can change at any age, but the younger you start building these habits and this discipline, the better. I didn't learn about those habits until I got older, and I still struggle when stressful things happen in my life. I'm eating the ice cream. And not saying that's bad occasionally, but you know, you have to have some balance with it. You have to do some frozen yogurt sometimes, okay? You can't listen to rap 24 hours a day. I know, I'm sorry. I love Meg the Stallion, and I probably listen to her a good chunk of time, but I gotta mix some, ocean waves in there, and journal and meditate and go touch grass. Like, literally, go find your favorite park and just sit and just look around and just be present and have a plant. Like, really, all of these things are so helpful for the mind and the body. Number 3, learn good money habits. Okay? Look me in my eyes. I need you to look me in my eyes when you say this. Learn good money habits, baby. It's time. Save. Start that IRA. Yeah. Start saving money. I don't care if it's 50 bucks a month. If you get allowance from your parents, save 20%, save 10%. Especially right now in this economy, like, whew, groceries, oh my goodness, I spent about $200 in groceries in one day. In one day. And I went to 2 separate grocery stores to try to get the best deals. There's so many things I wish I knew when I was younger, like an IRA. And there's so many YouTube videos on how to do that. You can put in a little bit of money at a time, you can put in however much you want, but just consistently building over time, and don't touch it. If you have a Cash App, you can invest in Bitcoin, you can invest in all types of stock. The earlier you can have financial literacy and start looking at these videos and start having conversations and start just really thinking about these things. Do not just blow your money on stupid things like designer clothes or designer bags, because once you get out of high school, once you are no longer in your early 20s, people do not care about that stuff, okay? A good rule of thumb, if you can buy it 2 or 3 times and you still have money in your savings, then go ahead. Don't just go buying things because that's what's trending at the moment. Trends do not last. As we see with the Stanley Cup. Stanley Cups are now at like Marshalls or something for like 16 bucks. And people were paying $60+ for freaking Stanley Cups. There's literally a pair of gym shoes right now from Walmart. I think it may be Avia or something like that. Going viral. Literally, do the best you can. You know, invest in nice things, but it doesn't have to. It can be nice and not be Louis or Gucci. Okay? Save your coins. Be smart right now, and your older self will thank you. Okay, I'm gonna pause here because I think those 3 were some really great points. And I think this video is already long, so I'm going to stop there. And I will do a part 2. But thank you so much for watching this video. If you're here at the end, let me think of a word. Comment flowers if you're here at the end. Let me know what you think. Let me know if you're girly that's in your 30s, let me know what you think about these 3 things. If you're someone that's younger, let me know, what you think about the things that I mentioned. um I am getting back into making YouTube videos and just being consistent with it. So thank you so much for supporting this video, and definitely like, comment, subscribe, and I hope to see you in the next one. Bye.